Got $10,000 to spend and want a car that's reliable, affordable, and actually enjoyable to drive? You're in the right place. Today, we're counting down the 10 best used cars you can realistically buy for under $10,000 in the US. For each one, I'll cover the price, performance, reliability, and whether it's really worth your money. And be sure to stay until number 1. It might be the smartest buy on this list. Starting off at number 10, we have the 2013 to 2016 Hyundai Elantra. In the US, you can usually find a well-maintained one for around $7,500 to $9,500, depending on the mileage and trim level. Most models come with a 1.8-liter four-cylinder engine producing about 148 horsepower. It's not fast, but gets the job done. It goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 9 seconds, so don't expect sport car performance. One of its biggest strengths is fuel economy, averaging around 28 miles per gallon in the city and 38 on the highway. Reliability is solid as long as the car has been properly maintained, and maintenance costs are usually low because parts are affordable and easy to find. You can expect to spend roughly $400 to $550 a year on routine maintenance and minor repairs. The biggest advantage is the value for the money. For less than $10,000, you can often get a newer Elantra with fewer miles and more features than a Toyota or Honda in the same price range. The biggest risk is buying one without a good maintenance history. Check for engine noise, excessive oil consumption, and make sure all recall work has been completed. This is a great choice for anyone looking for a modern, fuel-efficient, and comfortable daily driver without spending their entire budget. Coming in at number 9 is the 2012 to 2015 Ford Fusion. The average price ranges from about $7,000 to $9,800. The version you should look for is the one with the 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, which makes around 175 horsepower. It's not a performance car, but it has plenty of power for highway driving and everyday commuting. It can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 8.5 seconds. Fuel economy is typically around 22 miles per gallon in the city and 34 on the highway. The Fusion feels like a more expensive car than it actually is. It offers a comfortable ride, a spacious interior, and a design that looks much more modern than many other cars in this price range. Maintenance costs are reasonable, usually between $500 and $700 per year, but there's one important thing to keep in mind. If you're on a tight budget, it's best to avoid the turbocharged EcoBoost models. They can be great when they've been well maintained, but repair costs can add up quickly. The biggest selling point is comfort. It's one of the best cars under $10,000 for long road trips. The biggest risk is buying the wrong version or one with transmission problems. Take it for a test drive while the engine is still cold, drive at highway speeds, and make sure the transmission shifts smoothly. This is an excellent option for anyone who wants a stylish, comfortable mid-size sedan without paying Toyota Camry prices. Coming in at number 8 is the small car that somehow manages to carry more cargo than vehicles twice its size. The 2012 to 2015 Honda Fit. You can usually find one priced between $7,500 and $10,000. It comes with a 1.5-liter four-cylinder engine producing about 117 horsepower. It goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 9.5 seconds, so it's not built for speed. But it's lightweight, easy to maneuver, and surprisingly fun to drive around town. Fuel economy is one of its biggest strengths, averaging about 27 miles per gallon in the city and 35 on the highway, with some owners getting even better results. Reliability is excellent. The Honda Fit is known for lasting a very long time with basic maintenance, and yearly maintenance costs are typically between $350 and $500. Its biggest advantage is practicality. The Magic Seat system lets you fold the rear seats in multiple ways, making this small hatchback incredibly versatile. Whether you're hauling furniture, sports gear, groceries, or even a bicycle, it handles the job with ease. The biggest risk is that many Fits have spent their lives as city cars, delivery vehicles, or first cars for young drivers. Be sure to check the accident history, inspect the suspension for wear, and look for signs of heavy use. This is the perfect car for students, city drivers, first-time buyers, or anyone who wants maximum practicality with outstanding fuel economy. Coming in at number 7 is the 2011 to 2014 Mazda 3. You can usually find one for around $7,000 to $9,800. Most models come with a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine, making about 148 horsepower, while higher trims are equipped with a 2.5-liter four-cylinder that produces around 167 horsepower. The 2.5-liter version can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 7.5 seconds, making it genuinely fun to drive. Fuel economy is still impressive, averaging around 28 miles per gallon in the city and 40 on the highway with the 2.0-liter engine, while the 2.5 gets slightly lower numbers. Reliability is solid, especially if you find one with a good maintenance history. Annual maintenance costs are usually between $450 and $600. The biggest reason to buy it is simple. It's fun to drive. It handles corners better than most compact cars, the steering feels responsive, and it has much more personality than the average daily driver. The biggest concern is rust, especially if the car spent most of its life in states with harsh winters. Be sure to inspect the underbody, wheel wells, and suspension components carefully. This is the perfect choice for someone who wants a dependable daily driver but refuses to settle for a boring car. At number 6, we have a luxury car that's still a smart buy. The 2010 to 2014 Lexus ES 350. The average price is between $8,000 and $10,000. Under the hood is a 3.5-liter V6 producing about 268 horsepower. It can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 6.8 seconds, which is impressively quick for a comfortable luxury sedan. Fuel economy is about 19 miles per gallon in the city and 28 on the highway. It's not outstanding, but it's perfectly reasonable for a V6 luxury car. Reliability is excellent. Think of it as Toyota reliability wrapped in a luxury package. Maintenance costs are higher than a Corolla's, of course, but they're still much lower than what you'd typically pay for a German luxury car. If the car has been well maintained, expect to spend between $550 and $800 per year on maintenance and repairs. Its biggest strength is comfort. The cabin is quiet, the ride is smooth, the V6 is powerful, and the overall driving experience feels far more upscale than most cars under $10,000. The biggest risk is buying one that was neglected because the previous owner assumed. It's a Lexus. It doesn't need maintenance. Check the service records, inspect the suspension, look for oil leaks, and make sure all the electronics work properly. This is the ideal car for anyone looking for a comfortable and reliable luxury sedan for everyday driving who doesn't mind spending a little more on fuel. Coming in at number 5 is the car that may not make your heart race, but it can definitely save your bank account. The 2012 to 2015 Toyota Camry. A well-maintained example usually sells for between $8,500 and $10,000. The most common engine is the 2.5-liter four-cylinder, producing about 178 horsepower. It goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 8 seconds, which is more than enough for everyday driving. Fuel economy is solid for a mid-size sedan, averaging about 25 miles per gallon in the city and 35 on the highway. Reliability is outstanding. The Camry has earned its reputation for lasting hundreds of thousands of miles with nothing more than routine maintenance. Annual maintenance and repair costs typically range from $400 to $600. Its biggest strength is peace of mind. You buy a Camry because you want to start it every morning, drive wherever you need to go, and not worry about unexpected problems. The biggest risk is simply overpaying. Camrys hold their value extremely well, so some sellers ask premium prices even for high-mileage examples. Don't buy one just because it has a Toyota badge. Compare prices, review the vehicle history, and have it inspected like you would any other used car. This is an excellent choice for commuters, families, rideshare drivers, and anyone who values reliability above everything else. At number 4, we have one of the safest bets in the used car market, the 2012 to 2015 Honda Civic. The average price falls between $8,000 and $10,000. Although low mileage, well-maintained examples can sell for even more. Most models come with a 1.8-liter four-cylinder engine producing around 143 horsepower. It reaches 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 8.5 to 9 seconds. Fuel economy is excellent, averaging around 30 miles per gallon in the city and 39 on the highway. Reliability is outstanding and maintenance costs are low. You can expect to spend between $400 and $550 per year on routine maintenance and repairs. The biggest advantage is its balance. It's fuel efficient, dependable, easy to park, generally less expensive to insure than sportier cars, and replacement parts are easy to find almost anywhere. The biggest risk is that Civics are very popular with younger drivers. Some have been modified, driven hard, or poorly maintained. Unless you know exactly what you're looking at, it's best to avoid heavily modified examples. This is the perfect car for first-time buyers, students, commuters, and anyone who wants a reliable car with a little more personality than a Corolla. Coming in at number 3 is the 2014 to 2016 Mazda 6. You can usually find one for between $7,500 and $10,000, and it just might be the best-looking sedan on this list. It comes with a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine producing about 184 horsepower. It goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 7.5 seconds, making it feel noticeably quicker than most family sedans in this price range. Fuel economy is impressive, averaging about 26 miles per gallon in the city and 38 on the highway. Reliability is solid, and annual maintenance costs typically range from $450 to $650. Its biggest strength is that it offers almost everything. It has sleek styling, excellent fuel economy, a well-designed interior, sporty handling, and plenty of room for adults. The biggest downside is the rear seat space. If you regularly carry taller passengers, a Camry or Accord may be a better fit. It's also a good idea to check the infotainment system and suspension, especially on higher mileage cars. This is the perfect car for someone who wants a practical sedan but still enjoys being behind the wheel. And number 2 is the car that built its reputation 1 mile at a time, the 2010 to 2013 Toyota Corolla. The average price ranges from $7,000 to $9,500. It comes with a 1.8-liter four-cylinder engine producing about 132 horsepower. It goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in roughly 9.5 seconds. So no, this isn't the car for quick acceleration. What it does offer is outstanding fuel economy, averaging around 27 miles per gallon in the city and 34 on the highway. Reliability is exceptional. A well-maintained Corolla can easily last well over 200,000 miles. Maintenance costs are among the lowest on this list, usually between $350 and $500 per year. Its biggest strength is its low cost of ownership. Replacement parts are affordable, resale value is strong, reliability is outstanding, and just about every mechanic in the US knows how to work on one. The biggest drawback is that it's not exciting. It's not fast, it's not luxurious, and it won't get your heart racing. But if your top priority is getting to work every day without headaches, it's hard to beat. This is the ideal car for anyone who values affordability, reliability, and strong resale value above everything else. And finally, at number 1, we have the best all-around car you can buy for under $10,000, the 2013 to 2015 Honda Accord. A well-maintained four-cylinder model typically sells for between $8,500 and $10,000. You may also come across V6 versions in this price range, but if you're trying to keep ownership costs down, the four-cylinder is the smarter choice. The standard engine is a 2.4-liter four-cylinder producing about 185 horsepower. It goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 7.5 seconds, making it impressively quick for a practical family sedan. Fuel economy is excellent for a car of its size, averaging about 27 miles per gallon in the city and 36 on the highway. Reliability is outstanding, and maintenance costs are reasonable for a mid-size sedan, typically between $450 and $650 per year. Its biggest strength is that it does everything well. It's spacious, comfortable, fuel-efficient, dependable, quick enough to be enjoyable, and easy to live with every day. It feels like a more expensive car than it actually is. The biggest risk is buying one that has been neglected or heavily used for Uber, Lyft, or delivery services. Be sure to check how the transmission shifts, review the maintenance records, and inspect the brakes, tires, and suspension. If you find a V6 model, make sure it has been properly maintained, since fuel and repair costs will be higher. This is the perfect choice for someone who wants one car that can handle commuting, road trips, family duties, and everyday life without feeling cheap or boring. And that wraps up our list of the 10 best used cars you can buy for under $10,000. If you're looking for the safest bet, you really can't go wrong with the Corolla, Camry, Civic, or Accord. If you want something that's more fun to drive, take a look at the Mazda 3 or Mazda 6. And if you're after a luxury car without the expensive maintenance bills that often come with German brands, the Lexus ES 350 is an excellent choice. Just remember, at this price point, the condition of the car matters more than the badge on the hood. A well-maintained car with 130,000 miles is usually a much better buy than a neglected one with 80,000 miles. Before you buy, always check the vehicle history, have the car inspected by a trusted mechanic, and set aside some money for things like tires, fluids, brakes, or any unexpected repairs.